private life, but I think what people really need to be inspired is the stories of people that have made it through the tough shit, because all you hear is all these success stories. And you may hear about the struggles after the fact, but I'm going to give you guys some uh, some actual true stories of making $1 million. I was just an average guy. I mean, uh, quit one high school, went to another one, almost got kicked out of that one. Had like written up about 16, 17 times, been in over 30 fights before I was 27. So I relate probably the most to Andrew Tate, and I'll probably drop that in here too. But out of the 8 people, Alex Hormozy, Patrick Ben David, if you don't know these people, go check them out. Ty Lopez, Andrew Tate, and there's about 4 or 5 other ones. Sebastian, Ingles. If you don't know any of these people, go check them out. But out of all these people, Andrew Tate, and I feel like I relate to him the best. I feel like when I listen to him, he's the only person that understands the things that I've been through versus people around me, because I am a diamond in the rough, you know. So I don't really fit in with too many people. So uh, the reason I'm sharing these videos on YouTube, and stay tuned, because I'm going to be telling you how I lost $1 million and wanted to give up and almost gave up on life, lost my kids, lost my house, lost everything. And I ended up getting it all back. It took me about a year and a half of just fighting. You know what I mean? Just not giving up, feeling the pain, never getting drunk, never losing control. Uh, I honestly had the first 3 months I lost my kids. I would run every day so I wouldn't cry after I worked, because it was the hardest thing. It was like losing an arm. You know, when you have a family, and as a young child, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I came from a broken home, so it was like get money, get a family, and then you'll be happy, right? So I chased that blueprint, which I thought was what would make me happy. And on the way through all that, I figured it out. I figured out the secret to happiness. I'm going to tell you that, and it's not what you guys think. So stay till the end of this, all right? And make sure you subscribe, hit that like channel. Guys, I've been selling homes for over 21 years. I've sold over 2,000 homes. I will also add a Zillow link to this video so you guys can check that out, and make sure you know who you're getting this information from. So going back, starting over with I'm 35 years old. I have a 1 and 3 year old. I sell 150 homes. I'm teaching agents to sell. We sell 150 homes to 4 brand new agents. I buy 8 homes in 3 months. My whole purpose is to get financially free and to own 10 properties. And through the ups and downs of the previous time, I went from having 90 grand at 24, back to broke by 27, back to a job, and then out on my own by 29, never looking back, and never worked for anybody since. So with all this being said, as most men out there, we don't really know. We're very naive. We think get money, become successful, women come to you, right? And and it is that way in one way, but you have to look at this is all the red flags were there for me, and I didn't see them because I was so focused on getting, put everything into getting money, then getting a family. So the writing was all over the wall. So here's where it played out: is I I get into a bad business. I over leveraged. Took me about a year to get out of that. I sold in 2020. I sold 70 homes in 70 homes in 7 months. That's 10 homes a month by myself, without a team, without anybody. And I'll do another video on how to do that if you're a real estate agent. So watch for that tomorrow. I will set that up. How to sell 70 homes in 7 months. And that was during COVID when everybody was scared. So I came home one day, and I don't want to put too much information here, but basically I was kicked out of my own house for no reason other than financial gain, in my opinion. So we'll just leave it at that. All right. It's hard. I don't want to, I'm not trying to blame anybody. It's everything that happened is my fault. Take full responsibility for everything. Okay. But at the end of the day, I got kicked out. I stopped working because I was distraught. I never going anything. It was my whole dream, my whole life was to get here. I made it, and bam, it all got pulled out from underneath me. But the one thing I didn't do is I didn't quit. So I should have kept pushing forward. I shouldn't have cared how much money I was going to be paying in child support. There's a lot of things, and it was my pride. That's why I'm sharing this. So my pride brought me down. However, my pride has always got me through everything else. So the way I look at it is choose your battles wisely. I still believe I did. I did everything I could to do the right thing and not reward somebody for bad behavior. So I did what I did. Then I made a move. I got a $2 million line of credit after buying 8 homes with $80,000 and raising capital for all the equity I built. And then finally getting approved for a $2 million loan and trying to do the right thing. Coming from a poor background, trying to reinvest some money and play the safest move. I bought homes in Missouri, which I will drop another video in about 2 days on that, about the 70. So stay tuned, jump back on here. I will tell you how I bought 7 homes in Missouri, rates went up 5%, and everything that could have went wrong, and I'm going to go into detail on why you never want to buy properties out of state, even though the cash flow is better. I will tell you're buying 50 to 100 doors. So stay tuned for that one, all right? Excuse me, that'll be in 2 days. But getting back to this story, guys, and thank you. You know what, man? It's life, and that's why I want to get on here, because most people don't share these things as you're going through it. I'm still growing through the struggle, right? So I didn't. Everybody around me told me to file bankruptcy when the Missouri thing happened. My mortgages were going to double from 30 to 60 grand. I wasn't selling homes like I normally was for 2 years. Basically, I was just focused on development and raising my kids and coaching. So when the Missouri thing happened, I had to make a decision, either file bankruptcy or start selling homes again. And in the worst possible time in history that I'm aware of, other than the 80s when rates went up 20%, I went back to selling homes and worked the hardest I've ever worked to basically start it over and climb my way out of it. Still raising money, still doing everything, but it was the hardest time. Everybody was afraid, so it was like the biggest challenge I could have got through. But what I got from all this was, if you don't give up and you do your best and you improve every single day and get 1% better, you will win. So that I've been through I've been through hell and back multiple times, and this is what I've learned, and this is why I smile through it now, because I know I'm getting more from the struggles than I am when it's all rainbows and sunshine. Everybody is chasing the rainbows and sunshines, guys. Everybody. You think if you get the car, if you get the girl, if you get the family, if you get the money, you'll be happy. And guys, guess what? It all goes away and none of it really matters. What matters is the person you become on the journey to getting there, right? Thank you, Apple Tree. Trying to read these. What is coming again? Only worse. You should have fight back. You should. I feel sad for you, American. Yeah, you know what's crazy that you just pointed that out? I heard on this interview with somebody that Chinese people were buying up all the land around all the military bases, and then somebody right before this video messaged me and tell me they want to invest $1 million to $50 million in businesses in America, and they were from China, and I was like, well, that's interesting and very suspicious. So let's make a Zoom call. But anyways, I thought, yeah. So hopefully, I know. And then with Trump, we'll save that for another day. You're right. Money. Like honestly, guys, who you become, the character that you build, and building better characters around you, and being able to survive and realize that one day, if you climb to the highest of heights, everybody around you will more than likely be gone at one point in your life. And you will realize that even in the darkest of times, even your shadow leaves you. So when you can make it through those wars, you realize this is why I train every day. This is why I discipline myself every day. This is why, through a bunch of things falling through the last week and being in a rough place, I fasted for 3 days, didn't work out for a week, doctor's orders. But through that, I've seen how strong my mind has come in the last year. Like it's amazing. I'm growing every day. So you have to put yourself in positions to test your growth, and you can do these challenges by doing ice baths, by over leveraging, which I don't recommend, but you'll find out who you are and what capabilities you have when you over leverage. I have a lot of equity, but I remain minimally cash because cash you don't want it anyways, guys. So people don't realize I'll pay 20 to 30% interest versus sitting on money. I'd rather use it as I get properties and buy more properties and pull money out because I basically print money now. And you can do this with getting financial free with real estate, and I can teach you this. So my point of all this is money really doesn't matter, but it does. It's the craziest thing because it's energy. With connections, who you are, who you become, the choices you make every day. You can't build a character. You'll never know who you are until you go through a storm. And should never judge a person until he's in a storm. That's how you judge somebody based off the storms they can go through and how they handle the storms. And that's how I see people now. So, with that being said, guys, I got a little tangent, but basically, I don't share these things too much because I'm always trying to be positive and share and inspire. But I'm realizing that, you know what, I need to uncover what the real truth of life is. All you see is these people high in success and they talk about it years later, but not while they're in it. And that's the difference. Correct. The discipline, money. But here's the thing, people that save and never make money, if they get $1 million, they'll lose it. If people that make it typically lose it. The first million you make, I read this in a book once, I forget the name of the book. The first million someone who makes, they like 95% of them lose it and then get it back and get more. And it's because you don't know what you don't know. So that's why you need a coach. You need someone who's been there. So if you guys are considering real estate or investing, I know how to buy homes without money. I bought over 38 by 38, 38 doors by 38, sold over 2,000 homes. So if you guys have any questions, but I really want to open up so you guys know me, and I will be sharing more this week. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next one. Off topic, let me check in real quick. Off topic, but do you think with the addition of Saquon Barkley, the Eagles have a solid shot at the Super Bowl this year? Great question. I don't typically pay too much attention to sports. I bet on this team right here. Let's put it all into this team. I've never really watched sports except for when my kids play. But great question. Let's see who answers that. And any other questions? Is it raining right now? I swear I just washed my car. I almost took a picture. It's raining in Fresno, California. Almost every time, even if it's sunny, it'll rain. And I washed my car about 2 days ago, and it has been sunny. It has been 114, and it is raining right now in Fresno, California. So, anyways, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe if not today, if you guys may get a surprise here. So, if you don't know already, this channel is about real estate investing and development. So, stay tuned, guys. I will share with you mistakes I made so you don't make them. If you're looking to grow and get better and become financially free and even wealthy, wealthy is when you can leave a legacy and you never have to worry about money. You basically print money. So, stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one.